we go. Going live. What's happening, folks?
Operator.
Gave y'all that 30-minute pause, kind of messed some folks up, but a little bit of stuff going on here. So, I've been challenged tonight, and I guess I'm challenging myself. Well, I almost challenged myself. Let me hit the reverse. I was going to challenge myself not to say a one cuss word on this live feed tonight, but I was just notified people are getting age restricted and not even coming close to cussing. So it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. If you're not liked, you're going to be hit. So I guess it really doesn't matter. So, but if you want to throw in some donations real quick, you better make them quick because you probably ain't going to get that opportunity here after a little while. Folks are probably going, thank God we ain't got to donate to this summit anymore. Anyway, it's Tuesday night. Y'all came for the smoothest transition in any damn show game. So here we go, folks. Quirk, quirk, quirk. What's happening, folks? It is the True Liar Show. I think that's what I'm saying from here on out. We are the True Liars, number 356, lying to you every minute of the day and night. Look at that, Chris Matty coming in quick before they shut things down. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, before it happens again, ST. Thank you very much, sir, Chris.
All donations are tax write-off.
There you go.
Oh, man. So, I guess let's get the formalities out of the way if y'all want, because I can tell you tonight I'm not doing it. But, Mark, if you'd like to do a buffet, that's solely up to you, son. But I ain't doing one tonight.
Vaping on a bunch of classics. I got the Asmodus, whichever one that is. And then we got the Wismec Relo, whatever, with the BTFC and the goddamn Saker's tank and a shit ton of pod systems. And then we got this raggedy ass piece of shit right there. I think it's Geek Vape or Voopoo. Juice, we got some of whose banana is this? This is Ginger's banana. And then I got some of the right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Oh, we got. Oh no, we're not vaping that. Never mind. That's it. Take it away, Mr. Mike Vapes.
Alrighty, I am vaping on. Good evening. Hi.
Good evening.
I'm vaping on the Boxer 21700.
Oh, I like that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm with the Eclipse. I'm re-wicking right now, so I'm vaping on that. I'm vaping on another Boxer 21700 with the Blaze. I'm vaping on the Origin V2 by Oxfaisms. And that's it. I have pods too that I'm testing out, whatever. Oh, if I didn't show this, I wouldn't have got that check for 10 grand from Boxer.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I'm also vaping on the Burrow Boxer with the Orbit, and we have liquids in these. Oh, custard, raspberry, Joe Mother Effin' Turner inside the Eclipse, patches. This Swingers, Enigma. Inside the Burrow thingy, and the other bottle is on the table there. That's the Circus Patch Candies things. I don't know what the fuck the name is. The blue bottle.
Yeah.
By Paradigm. Circus Candy.
Yeah, we'll be hit with whatever. It doesn't matter what you say, but
did I curse?
No, but we'll get hit anyway. It's going to be the new ongoing joke for a couple of weeks until I'm sick of talking about it, or we're all sick of talking about it. But yeah, I'm on normal stuff that I'm on every single week, the stuff that I use every single day. So Happy Hippie, thank you for that dono there. He says dropping those dimes. And Mark Robinson, thank you for the dono. He says, thanks guys, best show of the week. Well, thank you very much, sir. There it is right there. So, if y'all are not a part of my Facebook group and you didn't catch what happened on Saturday, well, we did just a spontaneous live show Saturday night. And midways through the show, people started saying in chat, hey, can't donate anymore. There's no $sign left. So I'm like, yeah, all right. I think y'all are messing with me, but apparently that was the case. I checked my emails, and sure enough, I had been hit with an age restriction on the video that was in progress. I don't think I've ever been hit with one while it was in progress, but they got me. I looked at the timestamp after the show was over, and this is what they got me for. And like I stated in the post, I'm saying this, I'm quoting this. They age restricted my video because I said S is going to hit the fan. Now I'm kind of holding off there because I know if I say it again, it'll probably just start the stuff back up potentially. We said so many things, dropping F-bombs and everything else before that, and nothing happened. And that little comment was just said about something and random. And that's what they hit me for. But so I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so what? You can't curse in your YouTube videos anymore? I mean, hell, I know of kids that are like 5 and 6 years old that have a worse mouth than what I could ever have. But Mark just stated that he got what? You got hit today?
No, yesterday on my pod video for saying just the way I like it, smooth and clean, or clean and smooth.
And Mike just got one today or yesterday himself?
Today I got one for the my presentation video, the Blaze RTA. And the timestamp was in the beginning when I said Blaze RTA. I got age restricted for saying Blaze RTA.
So
cool.
I have no idea. No, you can't even predict anymore what you might think's going on, because once you talk to other people and see what's happening, you get thrown for a curveball there. So anything that comes out of my mouth now potentially can be a doomsday comment. So just by me saying doomsday, that could set things off to where the channel just goes.
You just got a strike, by the way.
Yeah. So at this point, there is no clear or definitive thing that I know of that I can say and what I can't say. So I guess I just say whatever and just roll on with it.
The live show I did yesterday, I cursed. I said every word in the book, every racist joke possible, and it did not get hit.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
Nope.
No sense at all. So I don't know.
You guys know what I did yesterday, right? Was it yesterday or day before yesterday?
Don't know.
I sat and thought about it, and I says, you know what? I'm going to take people's advice. I opened up a Rumble account.
Oh, I think I did see you make some type of post that you had.
Yep, I did it on, I think I posted it on Instagram, right?
I think you did.
Well, on Facebook too, on Mike Vapes Lounge, I posted it. But yeah, so you can find me on Rumble, if you're a Rumble user, under Mike Vapes. Thank you.
There you go, folks. Join up on that Rumble stuff. We do have a celebrity. I mean, all of y'all are celebrities, but we've got an oldie but a classic celebrity that just joined us. That would be the likes of Marvin Norton, the oldest son of a bitch in the vaping world as we know it. So
in the V, you were afraid to say vaping. You thought you got a strike, huh?
I thought about it for a second. I was like, should I watch saying that word too? But you know what? It's going to be fun doing this for a little while, joking about stuff and cutting up. And again, until I get sick of it, which will be probably in the next week or two, and then it'll just go back to saying whatever. But I'll probably have a little fun with it. Mm-hmm. Dakota Simon, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, best show of the week right here. Oh, shit. I didn't see you there, Mark.
Oh, snap diddly do.
Bachelor, you want me to drop a link to Rumble? Huh? Just go on rumble.com if you have an account and just type in Mike Vapes.
Well, hold on now. Now, wasn't Bachelor just sitting here talking Saturday night how he's telling folks to go to Rumble and he was trying to educate everybody on Rumble?
Yep.
And now he's having a hard time figuring out where you're at on Rumble.
And I went to Rumble because he said for me to go to Rumble.
I mean, what's
now
up
he
with
wants
that?
me to drop him a link? You want me to come clean your house up too? Well, I'm at it.
Ruben, what's going on, sir? How you doing? I see DC out there. You know, DC, I don't know about DC. I feel like I'm pretty close to DC now after seeing him in that Zoom room that one night. There's just something about him, but
How do we know that's the real DC? Because
I,
DC usually has so many names. That might be DC, but under a fake DC name.
it could be. It very
Never
well could
know.
be. You never know. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that could potentially be the authentic DC right there.
Yeah, I think it might be.
But yeah. So fun stuff going on. It's either the Wild West or you don't do anything on
Did
this
something happen in
platform.
Texas today?
I did, and the count just went up a little bit higher right before the show got started. Now we're up to 18 plus one adult.
Damn, I just heard about this. My kid told me about it. I didn't believe him. Like,
Well,
what?
actually, we're at 18 and two adults.
What happened?
Hold on, let me back up. We're actually 18 and three adults because the shooter himself was even taken out.
Oh,
What happened?
An 18-year-old kid apparently killed his grandma in the early morning hours and then walked into an elementary school, shot 18 elementary kids, and they're all deceased, and the teacher is deceased. And when police arrive, they took out the shooter, and now he's deceased.
Jeez.
So pretty crazy stuff right there. Yeah, I was watching that unfold a little bit. I think I want to say maybe around the 1 o'clock area, I seen the news feed come across, and all they mentioned at that point in time, they had two possibly deceased, and that was it. And they didn't even say if it was a child or an adult or what. And then that number started growing quick as more news started to release.
I can understand like a high school kid wanting to go to his high school and do that to kind of get revenge. Maybe he's been bullied. But why would an 18-year-old go into an elementary school and do that?
That's
It's
disgusting.
weird.
What's even more sad about it is that this is one of those type schools that there's not a lot of kids there. I think it's a normal school, but there's something special about the school. I forget what it is. I'd have to read into it again. But yes, it was pretty tragic because at this point, I don't think they've released the ages of the actual children that were deceased in this. But apparently it was in a small town right outside of San Antonio. It's close to the border, but they said the town is like population of 20,000 or less. So it was a very small town. So, yeah, it's like all over the news right now, but pretty crazy.
Oh,
So,
glad they smoked that son of a bitch. They should have left him alive and cut him up in pieces.
yeah, well,
Let him slowly die.
I guess they went a different route with it. So, yes, Brent, it was an elementary school. So,
Yes.
but so we've got that going on. I really wasn't going to mention that tonight because with it being an elementary school, I mean, it's eerie to talk about, man. But there's a lot of stuff going on. Chris just said it was between second and fourth graders, so you get the age. So
Little ass kids, man.
Omar coming in with a freebie right here. He says, now could Rumble knock off YouTube? And I can answer you right now, that is a big fat no.
No.
That'll take 20 years.
Yeah.
No, but if there's a video that you want to put up, let's say you put up a video on YouTube and it gets taken down a strike, that video's gone forever. At least it'll be on Rumble. And if someone asks, Mike, that video you put up, I never got to watch it, I can say, oh, you could watch it on Rumble. It's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I could only say possibly I think I'll be in the ground with some nice tall trees growing over me before Rumble takes over the tube. Now that could be very shortly. That might not be a distance out, but you know.
You got live streaming services there too.
Oh, do they?
We could do oh my God, Fagin. We could bring back Derailed on Rumble.
Damn, they're that.
So anything goes?
Anything goes there.
Damn.
Well, we ought to do it just for the heck of it, just to give it a shot. I mean, just to go play around on there. I'm not looking to.
It would be fun.
Yeah. Was it a lengthy process of setting an account up on that or not?
Oh,
All right. Second question. I don't know how deep you've gone down the rabbit hole with it. Is it kind of like YouTube to where you have to have certain statistics to be able to do a live feed off of it?
I think you have to pay a monthly fee to be live on there.
Okay.
I think. And you could actually stream on YouTube and Rumble, obviously, at the same time, having the stream going.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's where Crowder goes. And
Yep.
he cuts off YouTube and he continues it on Rumble.
Well, I
No,
know
he doesn't continue it on Rumble.
No?
Continues it on his own website, on the Mug Club.
Oh, I thought that was linked.
You have to pay to see the continuation.
I think the Hodge twins are on Rumble too, also. I think I've heard them mention that. Dakota Simon coming in with that freebie there. Oh, look at that 22-monther. He says, like to see them cut them up with a chainsaw after doing some shit like that.
Yep.
Damn skimpy, son. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind just kind of playing around with it, but you know, if it's what was that one site? Wasn't it
Vimeo or whatever?
Vimeo? Yeah, they wanted a pretty fat chunk of change to be able to live stream on their platform, I believe. It was wasn't it like $100 a month or
It was more than that.
I think it was like, I'll give you an example. I think Brian jumped the gun and went and paid $500 for the membership for a whole year. Something like that. I think unlimited videos of
okay.
that he could put on it.
And remember that Anchor shit we used to do with that podcast? They do live video shows now too.
Well, that is still one of the best podcasts out there back in the days when we were podcasting. I mean, they've been heard. You think that I'm joking with y'all, but I can show you the graph and the statistics. These podcasts have been heard worldwide because it does a little geographical zone to show where people in what countries and what areas they. Dude, we took this worldwide. The tour, baby. But, you know, I got a lot on my plate. I couldn't handle it. You know, when you're a superstar pod person, like I was there for a little bit, I think I let it go to my head and I had to come back down to earth a little bit. Listen to me talk all this shit on here.
Pretty popular in Cambodia.
Oh, hell.
Cambodia.
The podcasts are fun, though. I did have a good time doing what few I did, which was maybe a total of 5 or 6 of them or something, if even that. But it is just, it's just more work you got to do. And then the weird thing about podcasting, you think doing a YouTube video might be strange, especially if you're recording a video and putting it up, because, well, by now we've all done it long enough to where I don't feel weird being in a quiet room with a camera looking at me and me talking to it like there's a big bunch of people sitting in front of me. But when you do a podcast, it does seem a little different because you know that that's not going to be seen. It's just going to be heard. And your mind's really trying to be like on point of thinking of good things to say to keep people interested in listening. So
It's hard because there's no live chat.
well, you don't have anything to feed off of, so you're having to use your own common sense to like really bring out some good conversation.
You gotta kind of have to have a script ready.
You really do for a podcast. It's hard to do it off the cuff, you know, just like
Yeah,
throw
you got to
some
have like a
stuff out.
whiteboard and write down all the topics you want to talk about because you don't want to fall into that where you go blank. And
Yeah,
it's like you don't want dead air.
yeah. And what I noticed with mine is that I would get to talking about some things, but there would be myself repeating, too many times in there. And it's like, once you go back and listen to yourself and you've heard yourself repeat things quite a few times, it's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you talking about? You're talking about the same shit. Shut up. So,
Yeah, I couldn't do a podcast. Sometimes my mind just goes blank
yeah.
and I forget, what was I just talking about? Yeah.
But I think the one that me and Mark did that one that night, and it was kind of fun to go back and forth on that one. But so what else has been happening out there in the good old land of shit? I don't even know what the good old land is anymore. Look at everybody on the panel. Everybody's just like, blah.
I've been having serious water problems.
I know,
Not
Mike.
physically.
Mike's definitely been in a bad spot with his situation. I know that. So,
But I did do it today. I actually finished up. I don't know if you guys are interested in this kind of shit, but my pressure washer system in the garage, the whole unit mounting system. Tonight, I kind of almost finished it. It looks dope. Did a lot of piping, a lot of plumbing, a lot of searching and buying parts, and because you don't know what fittings you're gonna need for what I did. So I got a bunch of stuff now that I gotta. Well, tomorrow I got one more delivery coming. The final parts that I need. Then I'll take the parts that I didn't need and return them. That's what's great about Amazon. You just return all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'll be doing a video on that, explaining the whole pressure washer system I did, why I did it, how I did it, what I used, everything. It's gonna be a pretty fun video. I'm proud of myself, how it came out.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
But you're still battling the water issue though, right?
Yeah, the water issues. I have water problems in here in New York and in Florida. Oh, look at that. Muldrow. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Monkey.
You wrote monkeypox. Yeah, I still have the water issues. It's gonna cost me a big chunk of change to do what I have no other choice.
I hate to hear that, man. I know that shit ain't no fun. And it's kind of sucks too, because like, sometimes when you got repairs you got to do to your home and they might be pretty extensive, you might be able to kind of hold off, get things in line, do what you got to do. But then sometimes problems arise that have to be fixed immediately, and they can be very costly. And I know that's the hole you're down in right now. So,
well, the thing is, with me, a lot of the stuff I fix myself. I know how to do shit.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to jump into doing something. For example, the pressure washer system I did with everything I did. If someone sees it, a lot of people will be like, how the hell I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know where to start. I just jumped in and did it. So I'm that type of person. Even like for minor electrical stuff, I'm not afraid. I'll jump in and do it.
Yeah.
It sucks when it's something that you know what has to be done, but you physically can't do it. Well, also, you need to be licensed to do what needs to be done in my house here. And then that's how they get you. You're going to pay.
Yeah.
You need permits and shit, right, for certain things, and you can
Well, the street's got to be broken.
Yeah.
They got to dig into the street. From inside my house, they have to break my foundation wall from the basement to get into, because my piping runs through a crawl space. So they got to break through the front of the house foundation, dig out 6 feet of dirt that's in the crawl space that's about 10 feet in. So 10 feet by 6 feet by, well, I don't know how far they're going to go to the right where it doesn't cave in on them. Dig all that dirt out, cut the pipe, and run new pipe from inside my house all the way out to the street. And we're talking about they're digging down about 10 to 15 feet down into the ground to do all this.
So I know, like, I don't know if it's for that particular, but I know certain sewer systems, they have like this new thing where it's like a liner that goes inside the broken piping.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of investigating on it, and I heard that it's garbage. It doesn't really work. It's all YouTube and videos, shows. A lot of people that have done it, it's all screwed up. They actually end up making the inner diameter of the pipe smaller, especially if you have a separation, a break, and you put that in. You're going to have parts of the pipe inside where it's going to be like that big. And good luck getting stuff to flow through, your poop.
The whole city
Toilet paper.
City I live in actually redid all their sewer systems with this new lining.
Yeah.
So
I will say this though. Watching videos of that stuff is kind of like a ASMR type thing.
Yeah.
I can sit there and just watch the thing just creeping through the pipe and going all out. It seems so perfect, and it's like, man, that's pretty awesome right there. But yeah, it does seem like there's potential flaws in that, but I don't know. Maybe it works good for some applications, and some it's just people are probably using it where it doesn't need to be used. So
I didn't realize that there's an exhaust for like your shit odors, like your toilet. Like there's a pipe that goes down to the sewer, and there's one that goes up to your roof to let all the
That's the vent.
to pretty much get all the nasty fumes. I would assume
That's the fumes. Yeah.
I never knew that.
do
Yep.
you?
And plus, that not only is it the fumes, it also helps with the water to flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Dadgummit. See, I done lost it now. I had something in my mind I was about to say, and
Flex Seal.
we got to talking. Flex Seal, you know what? I'm about to give Flex Seal a shot. I don't know which particular one I'm going to use, but I did notice when I went outside the other day when we had a pretty good storm going, I have got like it looks like somebody got a drill bit and drilled through my gutter, and I got water coming through. And I was sitting here thinking, you know what? I'm either going to get some of that Flex spray, or I think I'm just going to get the tape and get up on a ladder and just put it on the inside of it, and it should fix it.
Put the tape, because I got the spray. The spray comes out thin, and if it's a hole, it's not going to really.
It won't. I got you.
No, you need to put the tape. Tape will work.
That seems to be the stuff right there. I've watched some videos on all those products, like not the typical commercial type ones, but actual videos on it. All that stuff seems to work pretty damn good, but we shall see.
How big is the hole?
Oh shit, it's maybe like that.
You know, you could just put some silicone.
I was thinking that, but
That works really good.
see, he's got the spray right there. I could actually do both. I mean, I could go real overkill. I could put the Flex Seal tape and then spray over it with the actual stuff, but then it's kind of like, that's kind of pushing the boundary, but I don't know. We've got Glenn in here. I'm feeling like Glenn right now is like he's teetering between his bipolar thing. But because he said brilliant sound effects, Big ST. But see, I think he's going to come back and say something very, very disrespectful towards me. So I'm waiting for the next comment to come rolling along.
I can't even say anything. Happy Hippie says that he's a roofer and Flex Seal is trash.
Okay,
Use some good caulk.
Hippie said he's a roofer. I thought Hippie said he was something else. Hippie, you're not one of those ones that.
No, he's a roofer.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll tap the brake pedal.
This is good for like spots that you can't really get into, like for like let's say like I don't know, like minor leaks on a pipe or something. Like you don't necessarily see a crack or anything anywhere, but they work for me. I know that. Stop the leak.
Bob said ST looks like the Flex Seal guy if he had hair. I don't think I do. I feel like I'm taller and probably bigger than that dude, but we could roll like that. Damn, Neff's getting pretty he's starting to kick it in there a little bit. And Hippie is a local. He's with I guess his union number is number 11, Chicago Roofer. So
Son of a bitch.
let me ask you this, Hippie. If Mark needed some repair work done to his garage roof where he installed a basketball goal, do you think you'll be able to help this man out, or are you just going to let his stuff leak? I'm curious to see
roof.
Happy Hippie has a big sign that he carries around. We'll work for free vape gear.
Hell yeah. I'm thinking that Hippie likes Mark. So, and I'm thinking Mark will take full advantage of Hippie, of however he can. So we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Mark will try and get a free roof out of him somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He will.
I gave him a bulk, and he did my roof for free.
Yep.
Wow.
One bulk.
ST, no new toys to show off. What kind of toys would we be talking about? Like knives or stuff? I haven't bought a knife. Well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't buy. I did buy one here a little while back, but I really didn't show it off. I think I kind of hit my phase there. The last one I got, I think I realized that my thrill for the hunt is no longer a thrill anymore. So it kind of it faded off of me. So maybe it's something that'll come back in due time, but I got a little bored with it, I guess.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Yeah, talk flat roofs. I've actually did that years ago.
What's that?
That's the worst job ever.
Doing what?
Tar roofs.
Oh.
Torch down roofs. Tar, flat roof.
I had an apartment that had a flat roof, and it always leaked. They must have had to fix it 3-4 times, and that motherfucker wouldn't stop leaking.
Yeah, I believe that. Puff Donnie says, Mark, I started a power washing business just for you.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Congratulations. Come over and power wash my buttocks.
There you go. David Black, man, I hadn't seen you in a little bit, I don't believe, but thank you for the donation there. He says, how to do, Mark, ST Mike, and everyone in chat. Well, thank you for that, sir.
Hello, David. Hello.
That is true, Marvin. Marvin rarely ever says anything of any truth, but he just got it right there. He says, Mark won't use hippie. He's not on Facebook Marketplace. That is a very, very true statement there. So
I've moved up in the world. I use Yelp now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn, Ginger says I had girlfriends that was that flat. Wow.
Ooh.
Well, there you go, Ginger.
Flat women are just it's a no-no.
Mark, you're weird, Mark. You've only got one. You've got one thing on your mind, and that's it.
It's either you're a titty guy or an ass guy. There's no in between, and there's nothing else. Like you can't be like an eye guy.
No. That's your opinion. That's what you think.
I guarantee you, it's fact.
That's what you think. You
Nope.
No.
I bet you.
When have you taken polls on this? Anytime lately?
I did a poll at a local high school.
Oh my God. You were a poll at high school, I think. So
I got arrested immediately once I started the poll.
oh gosh. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to do that broken record thing just real quick, or I'll be blamed that I didn't do this. Guys, you got any new stuff coming up here? Yeah.
Pods, and more.
Pods, and more pods.
Oh man. I will be the first one to admit I really have. Work's just been crazy lately. I don't know what's going on with work. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, because we are so busy, but I really haven't just looked at a lot of things. I did notice you put out your new RTA video. I have not caught that yet, but and I'm normally pretty good at watching that stuff. But hopefully that will be a success there. I did see, and where did I see this at? Where did I see it? Somebody made some negative comment, and normally I never.
About what?
What was this on? Hold on while I'm thinking in my head real quick. Stephen Garlington, how are you doing, brother? I hope everything's going good for you. I hope your mom is doing better. Troy V, thank you for that freebie there. Must use my perk for the month. Carry on. Thank you very much. And Happy Hippie, thank you for, you're going above and beyond tonight, Hippie. But thank you for that donation there. Somebody said something, and I can't remember where the hell I seen it, but it had to be recently. Somebody said that your RTA looked like another RTA, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, they said that it looked like the diesel RTA. Meanwhile,
Is
the
that what it
diesel
was?
RTA is the recurve build deck.
Was that in your comments?
Probably, but the recurve build deck, that's the whole emphasis of the RTA. The RTA is the recurve intake put
Okay.
together to make the blaze.
Well, and I wouldn't even know what a damn, other than if a diesel was
You
parked out
think
in front of
about,
my
well,
house.
there's a lot of build decks that look the same, but if the diesel didn't have bottom airflow, mine has bottom airflow.
Who made the diesel? I don't
Bottom
even remember that.
airflow, but it's a top airflow RTA, but the air hits the bottom and the sides of the coil. Ambition's Vapor.
That's right. I knew something
Yeah.
about that sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite put my damn finger on it. But you're right. That was one he did a long time ago.
The diesel.
Yeah. And the funny part is that when doing the whole design for the RTA, I never reviewed the diesel. The diesel was from like 4 years ago. Maybe, I don't know what it was. I don't even remember that build deck. I totally, like, that RTA wasn't even in my mind until I saw the comment and I looked it up and I was like, okay, yeah, it does look similar, but it doesn't have bottom airflow. But if you look at a lot of shit, all the shit looks similar. No, it comes down to the execution.
No. Was it somebody you think just trolling, or was it somebody really trying to
troll it?
Okay.
There's people that troll all the time. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I think it's the pod people that only do pods. Because you have the people that get upset when they see pod reviews, and you have now the people that get upset that they see a new rebuildable coming out, and they rather see a pod. So you're gonna always have.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. I don't give two shits.
Once in a blue moon, you'll actually get somebody that feels like they're justified in what they're saying, but most of the time it is just trolls writing shit in.
But the funny part is that it wasn't. This is how you would think to yourself: if I was copying someone's RTA, would I reach out to the person to make sure he got one? The person I was copying? Would you? Let's say you were copying somebody's RTA on purposely.
No.
Would you reach out to that person that you're copying and ask them, dude, I really want you to review my RTA?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I actually made sure for him to get one. I wanted him to do a video on a rebuild for the RTA.
Yeah.
And I actually after I saw the comment, I actually brought up because he didn't see the build deck yet. He didn't see the RTA. And I told him, dude, it looks a little similar to your diesel. He's like, I don't give a crap. That's what he told him straight out. Okay, And I told him, well, obviously the difference is that mine has bottom airflow on it. It's a little bit different mechanically the way it operates with the airflow and all that.
Yeah.
He had no problem with it. He has no problem with it, but people in the comments had a problem with it. Well, a couple.
Yeah. Well, you always got that shit.
But whatever. But if you all remember, for people that remember the backstory, I had a problem with his RTA because I had a build deck that was going to be made I ended up scrapping it, but I ended up bringing it back. But I totally forgot about the whole situation with the diesel. The recurve, if I show you the recurve dual, for people that have the recurve dual build deck, it looks similar to that build deck.
Yep.
So that's where doing that. And it's also, if you look at the intake build deck, it's like a, what do you call it? Like a U-style, squared off U-style build deck, which is the same thing for the exception that this one's got all honeycomb hitting it from all around. Still a postless build deck like the intake and like the recurve. So, whatever.
Is that
It's how you execute it. That's what matters.
Yeah. Is that... My mind is not with it right now, so don't be offended by me saying it. Is that Mooch?
Where the fuck you see Mooch at?
Muldrove.
What do you see?
Isn't that his real name?
Where? What name?
W. Muldrove.
No, that's not Mooch. That's the dude I said he used to watch us years ago.
Oh,
I haven't seen him in a while. All of a sudden, he's watching video.
Well, for some reason, I think Mooch's real name's close to that.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, well then my head's off. Never mind.
I don't want to say his real name.
I wasn't going to say his real name, but for some reason
I know Mooch's name. It's not that. Not even.
Well, like I said, my head's not with it, so forget I said that. But thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, glad that you are all well, just a little grayer. Mike ST, he said vegan. Love you guys. Yeah, hold on. I'm like, dude, you know what? It does suck getting older because you forget things and things don't seem the way they used to. And
I've met Mr. Muldrow
okay,
years ago. Yep.
I don't for some reason
Where was it?
I don't remember that
I
name.
think I met. If I'm not mistaken, was it in Detroit?
Well, then if you met him in Detroit, I met him in Detroit. I would say
Yeah, I
because
don't
we were
remember
all
where
in
it
Detroit
was.
at the same
Oh
time.
no, maybe he could answer where we met. I remember meeting. I think it was in Detroit. I could be wrong.
It must be a long time since he's been in here because honestly, I don't remember that. I guess I don't remember that name because I had to ask that one question. So I don't know. That's what happens sometimes. Once in a blue moon, sometimes somebody that's like was in chat forever years ago, and then they just fall off the side of the planet, and then all of a sudden they'll pop back up. Once in a blue moon, I'll recognize a name that I haven't seen in forever, but I'm not always the greatest at remembering. See, these are the times that I feel like that I'm that man right there, Marvin Norton. Marvin Norton doesn't remember the starting of the show right here because you just heard him say, wait until you're my age, ST. I'll never make it to that age, Marvin. I don't know how you've existed as long as you have, but you are probably the oldest man recorded on this planet. So that's why you're a great wealth of knowledge because you've seen everything come and go.
You've seen it come and go.
Marvin Norton almost kind of reminds me. What was that movie? Wasn't it The Green Mile, where Tom Hanks was never going to die because what's his face gave him like the gift of life, and he was outliving everybody, right?
Wow, I hardly remember anything from that movie.
The Green Mile was years ago. I actually want to watch that movie again.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you, Mark.
I was built up.
I think that's what the ultimate thing was towards the end because he had talked about because who was the big black dude that was like giving everybody the gift of life? He was the prisoner. I can't remember. I
can't remember his name. Again.
But he gave that to Tom Hanks right before he died. And then I think Tom Hanks, outlived everybody. So it just kind of hit me that reminds me of Marvin Norton.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Muldrow says, we met, got pics of us. Mike ST was there.
Yeah,
but where was this at?
Well, he just said Ann Arbor, which that would mean Detroit. So we were in.
There he goes. I was right. It was in a Detroit event.
Because I know if it was a Detroit trip, we all did the Detroit trips together. So, and Glenn said Marvin Norton is in his wheelchair. Glenn, I don't think so. I think Marvin's still capable of getting in and out of that nursing home bed that he's been in. But he's a great man.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah, actually, yes. On his THC Thunderhead Creations, a good company to work with. Yeah, I had no issues with him. I actually got another project coming out with them, but this project is more of they have an RDA, and I kind of put my twist on their RDA. I changed it up a little bit, made it better than their RDA. So it's kind of like a joint thing. It's not like my creation thing.
How many products do they roughly have, you think?
Not too many.
I was fixed to say, I don't know of, well, other than what you've just done, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
But the one thing
they first started selling pre-made wire on eBay.
Yeah, they were coiled. But there you go, Michael Clark Duncan.
That's it. That's it.
But I always said every time I do a video for one of their products, their quality, the build quality, like the paint, everything on their the atomizers are just beautiful. You know, that's you could tell the difference between their product and another Chinese company's product. The machining is so much better on theirs.
Yeah.
So I've always said to myself, I want to do a project with this company, and made it happen.
Yep.
You know, ever since obviously myself and Vape kind of like, because we were going to do the remake of the intake dual, we were going to do a bigger capacity intake dual, so that didn't happen. And I could have, they told me that I could use the name, and I was going to use the intake name with Thunderhead Creations, but Thunderhead Creations didn't want to use it only because they said that they could be sneaky and turn around and try and fight them in China for rights.
True. Yep.
So they were like, even though they told you, even though it is my name, it's not, but I don't have paperwork saying it's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
you know what I found so oddly strange? How is it that nothing that we know of, unless there is something and I'm about to stick my foot in my mouth again, how is it there was no products within the past how many ever years with the name of Blaze on it? How did Blaze get through?
yeah, I have, no joke, I have a list. The list is dwindling down. I think I might have, let me see, I'll tell you right now, I have the here. I have 2 more possibilities. And on this list, I have 4 names. 2 out of the 4 now are used: Eclipse and the Blaze. I still have 2 more names that I haven't been used yet. I'm saving them.
Hold on, but
There is a Blaze vape device, but it's a dab pen.
okay, okay, but and that kind of makes sense. But still, in the vaping industry, how did nobody think of using the word Blaze on something? Because I mean,
There's so many names. You don't know. You would think that too, because people Blaze.
yeah,
Yeah.
but especially that one. I mean, I know there's a lot of names out there that haven't been used and nobody's just, it's sitting there right in front of your face. But Blaze, you would think, yeah, the Blaze has got to be on something vaping wise, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, what was I going to say now? Oh, they wanted, when I told them, no, it's going to be called, this is the name of it, Blaze RT. Oh, no, we need to call it something. Do you guys remember? This was like, I don't know how many months back. I told you guys how Thunderhead Creations wanted to call the RDA to start with the letter W.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because of the way the build deck is shaped. For me, the build deck looks like a pair of titties. If you look at it in certain angle, it looks like a pair of titties. They wanted to call it with the name W, and they wanted to call it like the WOW, WOW, which when I hear WOW, I think of Whip 'em Out Wednesdays from back in days, Opie and Anthony. But anyway, I'm like, W, what do you want to call it? The Wilson? It's like, oh, I'm like, no, I'm not, just because the way the build deck is shaped, we're not going to call it, start the name off with the W. The name of this RTA is going to be the Blaze. I told them, and there you go, the Blaze.
Hold on. What is this? What is that?
Donnie Blaze, Ray.
Whoever this weird name with tilt to it, he says, Mike and ST are not renegades. They never told us what happened to Pillar of Clouds. I need to know. Mike might not have what I'd have. I think I was more involved with them than I believe Mike was.
I have no clue.
They are gone. And what's so sad about that right there, at least to my knowledge, they're gone. I can't find anything. Pillar of Clouds, look at that right there.
Doesn't it look like a rack right there?
Yeah. Look like,
when I say that, I'm seeing a nice rack.
Yeah,
It does look
definitely.
like a pair of titties.
That's
but
what I think.
Pillar of Clouds had like 2 or 3 juices that I absolutely loved. And y'all are going, well, I wish I had some kind of handy. I've still got a few bottles stashed that's been stashed over the years, and it looks like it was just made the other day. And I guarantee you, as soon as I pop the top on it, it will taste like it was just made. I don't know what that man used, but whatever he did it right. And because I did try to track some of that crap down. Yes,
Marvin, that's right. I should have called it the Dead Wabbit. The W Wabbit.
They had that Coastal Clouds, right? That was one of their juices. Coastal Clouds, I believe.
No,
I remember they had
Coastal,
like the vanilla. They had the vanilla custard or something.
Coastal Clouds was something else. That wasn't a part of Pillar of Clouds. No.
Yeah.
But all right, back to the name thing. So I was kind of, it just hit me out of nowhere when I seen the video up the other day. Like I said, I know I ain't had a chance to look at it, but it just kind of really hit me to like, how is it that he got away and nobody else has ever used that word blaze before? And then it just makes me think back to the days of, and we've talked about this before, it is not easy trying to think of a name for a product at all. You can sit around a bunch of your buds in here without the distractions of anything else going on, and y'all are kicking names off one another, and it's nothing. It's either you get so sick of trying to figure something out, you start saying stupid names that you just would never use for something.
And the funny thing is, the worst thing is to ask other people on how they feel about a name. I remember asking a certain person, Brian, back in the day, because these names that I have, these aren't thought of like now. These are names that I have documented in my phone that are from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I've had a whole list of stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, it was for the Rebirth. The Rebirth, I was going to name it the Eclipse. And Brian said that's not a good name. And it turns out Eclipse is an awesome name.
Yeah.
I knew it was an awesome name for an RTA, but I listened to him, which in a way, I kind of like the Rebirth name.
Yeah.
And the Eclipse is the Eclipse now. So maybe everything happens for a reason, like they say. But you shouldn't listen to others. That's what I think. Just go with your gut.
Well,
And it's an old ass show, living hence the American Gladiators. Yeah, that one of the dudes was named Blaze.
Yeah.
oh, that is right. That is right.
He's like he's one of the gay guys, the long blonde hair, little nutsack.
Well, I wouldn't be that descriptive or no, but you apparently were. That's where your
Mark had
eyes were
posters of
glued.
them in this room.
Wearing those little tight ass jumpsuits, and the dude had like nothing there. He looked like me. There was like no bulge whatsoever.
So were you like back then with the VCR pausing that point?
Yeah, I was pausing
watching
and
it?
zooming in. I'm like, wow, he's got no form or shape to his penis.
Oh man,
Unless he's wearing like a cup that's smashing it.
Mark, only you like to talk about stuff like this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze.
Oh, Johnny Blaze. I remember Johnny Blaze now.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Y'all going a little deep on that stuff right there. So
Yeah, I think that the whole I still have a couple of more up my sleeve, but I think I'm gonna be done with the product things.
yeah.
I think so. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious on how, with the day and times we're in right now, how this new one's going to sell. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
it'll probably be a much larger seller overseas than what it ever will here, just because for the availability, but
Yeah. Well, the recurve, the recurve V2 did horrible.
yeah.
So
103.5.
Nobody's buying.
Blaze. I remember.
yeah, nobody's buying rebuildables. Everyone's pods and pods.
Yeah. I tell you what, man.
I'm trying to keep it alive.
There you are.
To tell you the truth, I really don't care if I make anything or not. I don't know. I just want there to still be rebuildables out there. I'm trying.
Where you at on numbers now with how many products you got out there? Or how many products have you released to the market?
Whew, okay, we'll start from the beginning. Icon, iconic. Recurve, recurve, recurve. Those are the 3 RDAs. Squonk Mod recurve is 6. Rebirth RTA and RDA, that's 8. Intake. There was 3 intakes. We had the sub-ohm tank and the 2 RTAs. That's 11.
Okay.
2 clutches.
Yeah.
13. The Boxer, 14. Well, the Boxer was more of a collab thing.
Yeah.
But still, we're going to involve that. 14 there. 14. We have the Clips, 15. The Blaze, 16. Intake MTL, 17.
I'm looking around to see if you missed anything.
I forgot about there was 4 of the AUG vape. So I got 17. Wow.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of products, man.
Damn, what they want fucking product for, huh?
It's
Oh
quite a
my
few.
God. 17. Did I forget anything?
For some reason, it feels like you did. That's why I was kind of glancing to see if I could see something real quick. But
Well, I'm not Ginger. I'm not bringing up stuff that hasn't come out yet. Eclipse RBA. Yeah, so 17, and there's number 18 coming out very soon. That's all I'm saying on that.
because one thing, and this is just for me, nobody else. I mean, unless somebody else was sitting around thinking about it, and it just hit me actually. I think you might be crowned the king of.
I am. Nobody's done as many as me.
I was thinking like on YouTube of well-known people in the community. I think you are the top dog there, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know about that kind. I thought you meant product wise.
Well, that's what I mean. As of
Yeah,
releasing
nobody's done
products.
as many. Nobody has not.
That one, what's the Russian dude's name? Vapers MD. Does he do? He does a lot, right?
Yeah, he's done, but he's not as much as like me.
Yeah, I don't. That one he did with Vandy Vape. There's like it seems like there's 20 million revisions of it, but
Yeah.
What was the name of that one again?
The Berserker.
Berserker, yeah. But that's just. Well, I mean, I guess you would have to name all. There's quite a few revisions of that one particular RTA.
Living Hints, yeah, I included the mods. There was, I think, altogether 4, right? Am I missing a mod? No, it was 4. Why can't I remember right now?
Hippie said Tony B has quite a bit. Yeah, but I don't think it ain't as much as Mike, but he's got. I think most of his stuff's tied up with Vandy Vape, though, isn't it? Or is all of it tied up with Vandy Vape? See, I can't remember. I can't remember any of these. This crap.
Oh, he's done it. He's done with Vandy Vape. He's done it also with Artery Vapor.
That's
that
right.
company, Artery Vapor, vanished.
That's right. He did the that first little pod system thingy. Did he do anything with Tofo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
he did. He did that.
He did that Squonker.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Dual
right.
battery Squonker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I covered everything that I've done. All I got to do is I have inside the cabinet there, I have all the products.
Very true, Chris.
Copies of them.
Tony B did one with keys. That's right. He did that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
The keys.
Yeah, that's a lot of damn product right there. To
Yeah, I've never just slapped my name on something, but I am. What do you call it? I do say when it's not my full design.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying on something, which only been a couple.
Glenn going after you, Mark, for whatever reason.
Mark is from Chicago. Please remember what?
I thought there might be something more to that, like further up, because I wasn't going to scroll back, but
I have no clue.
Apathy wants to know how much I've made off products. Ballpark.
Damn.
Look, I'm gonna put it this way: I haven't made money off products since 2019, maybe. Yeah.
Apathy.
Maybe now you don't make nothing. On ballpark, I have no clue. I'm not gonna just.
I'll help him out. Apathy. So, you've really never got to see Mike's driveway or all the properties that Mike's owned,
Yes,
but
all the vape shops too,
and all the vape shops. But I've seen them. So his driveway looks like a dealership. Like if you went to Ferrari or Lambo, whoever the hell you want to say, and he's got locations all over the world. So
hell yeah. I'll give you a perfect example. There was one product, like I think I told you. I don't know if it was you. I told ST, like the latest clutch, the dual battery clutch.
No,
I never made $1 off that product.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Did you get screwed over or what? I'll take that as a yes.
Tell you the truth, I really don't care.
But
I was just happy to put that product out there. That was a collab product, but I never got $1 from that.
But that was kind of a 3-way collab, right?
Yeah, I never seen $1 from that. So,
yeah,
so I'm not going to count what I made. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm to the point where, like I said, a lot of people don't think I care, but this is different than when I said I don't care. This is something different, another topic. A lot of people think that I don't care, but I do care that there's people out there that are sick of seeing pods. For me personally, it is easier to do a pod review than doing a rebuildable review.
yeah.
Don't you think so, Mark?
Yeah.
It's very easy. It's the easiest review ever to do.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
But
Boring as hell.
it's boring as hell too. I'd rather do a rebuildable because I know it's going to satisfy people that are watching. That's what they want to see. The people that are vaping pods strictly don't really watch YouTube. That's what I see. That's how I see it. I just see it in the complaints and my comments every time I do a pod video.
Yeah, pods are. Ugh.
So I'm just happy for there to be a rebuildable out there to put a smile on someone's face that likes rebuildables.
There you go. Well, here's one gentleman I hadn't seen in a good while, Mr. Southern Comfort. Thank you for the donation there. He says, I tuned in hoping y'all got rid of Mark by now.
This guy loves me. He's probably one of my biggest fans.
Southern, I mean, we can't get rid of him because this is all that's left right here. I mean, this is it. This is what's left. Y'all probably would rather me go before Mark would go. So,
haven't you found a new internet crush yet, Southern? Are you still on my nuts?
He loves you, Mark. He really does love you.
He truly does.
At some point, he did really like you, and then I think something happened to where I think the connection just got. Y'all had a little spat or something, and he's gotten to where he doesn't seem to care for you as much anymore.
He tried to make a move on me, and I declined, and he got a little bad about that.
Okay.
Neil, no MTL RTAs. Not. I did my one. I'm not interested in doing anymore.
Marvin said, us old timers want more real vaping hardware instead of damn pods. And Marvin just emailed me like 2 minutes ago saying, ST, what pods you got laying around you can send to me? So which is it, Marvin? Which is it?
I rebuilt my BTFC yesterday. Well, put a new coil and cotton in it.
Thank you for saying that.
And I honestly, I didn't miss rebuilding whatsoever. I'm like, wow, this sucks having to do this. Like, I love my sub-ohm tanks.
Yeah.
So I don't miss it that much, to be honest with you.
Jacob Garcia, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, hey, y'all, have a great week.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you. You kind of just reminded me that there's pretty much a full week still staring me in the face, but thank you for that donation, though.
For me, to build something that I like vaping on every 4 months really doesn't bother me to take 5 minutes to do a build. I'd rather take the 5 minutes to build, well, not technically build, coil placement than vape on a sub-ohm tank.
But you see, you just said the key word. You said 5 minutes. That's all it takes you. With Mark, it takes him like an hour or two, and he gets so frustrated installing the damn things. He's like, you know what? I want to screw this coil in and go. But you know what? I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon because you know what? I've been enjoying a sub-ohm tank for a good while myself. And speaking of sub-ohm tanks, before I get this out of my head, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, folks. I think I'm at 2 weeks. You hadn't heard me. You hadn't heard nothing crazy going
Oh, it's
on.
1 week.
Well, no, it's more than a week.
Today is 1 week.
Okay, well, then it's a week. It's a full week. I think it's a little bit longer than a week myself, but it's done. It is done. So now I'm almost at that point that I'm willing to get back on the banana for a minute just to see if all this starts cranking back up.
I don't know. But I was gonna say, like some of these newer sub-ohm tanks, the flavor is just as good, if not better, than a lot of rebuildables on the market.
For me, that's not true because I rebuild both. I do sub-ohm tanks, and for me, it's not comparable to an RTA. No way. RTA is just so much.
Well, it depends because it depends on the person building it. Like if someone's building it and they built it, you can make a good RTA. It tastes like shit. So I think it really depends on, like, if you're a good builder, then yeah, the RTA obviously will probably taste better than the sub-ohm tank. But if you're not that great of a builder, you could make a sub-ohm.
Well, that's a lot of reasons why people like to use a sub-ohm coil is because they don't want to do the build, or they don't want to deal with it, or whenever they do it, they leak, or they don't put enough cotton, or they put too much cotton and whatever. So it's understandable. But for me personally, I know where to cut my shit and cotton and all that, and I know to where I'm getting the saturated vape without it leaking on me. So
I know that I would still enjoy an RTA. I'll still even enjoy RDAs because I vaped all that for a while. But I do know this because I could still say the same thing for an RTA. But I'm kind of one of those people because, again, I work almost every single day. So I'm gone from the house early in the morning, don't get home till afternoon. And sub-ohm tanks are much easier for me just because it's just less I got to deal with. Now, I could say the same thing for an RTA. But this is just quick and easy to use. And I'm satisfied using this. I mean,
but you know, an RTA is also quick and easy to use.
No, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it. But just for whatever reason, I've just. But it's not like it's a satisfying thing. I agree too that I feel sub-ohm tanks have come along a lot further now because I really enjoy the flavor out of this. I mean, a whole lot. I don't use it just because it's something to get me by. I actually enjoy using this thing. So,
what happens is once you get used to sub-ohm tanks and you get used to it, you forget about the rebuildable, the flavor, and you're thinking this is good flavor because you're used to it. That's what ends up happening. So there was a question someone asked here that I wanted to answer.
Sub-ohm tanks are more expensive too because you got to keep buying the coils. So that's
true.
That downside to sub-ohm tanks.
That's what. But I loaded down on coils. I mean, big time for the Sakers tank when I thought that I wasn't going to be able to grab certain things, but.
Someone asked if Brad's mechanic shop is going to have the Blaze. Yes, they'll have the Blaze carburetors soon.
Yep.
If you hate flavor, sub-ohm tank is the way to go. Cicero, you shut your mouth. You haven't had a good sub-ohm tank. I guarantee you this will taste better than what you're vaping on right now.
Why don't you ask him what he's vaping on right now? I'm kind of curious. And while we're asking him that and he's trying to type it in, Jim Vasquez dropping that freebie off in here. He says, saying you love rebuildable is like saying you love rolling cigarettes to the average person who only uses disposables. And I love RTA. Buying mics.
That was like a brain fucking tongue twister.
You just confused Mark like crazy.
Jesus.
I do have to say though, I used to vape lots. I always had RDAs. I always had drippers going, mechs, drippers all the time. That's the one thing I really stopped. I don't have, for the exception, I just took it apart yesterday. I had the Recurve V2. I just rinsed it off and it's sitting by the sink drying off. I really don't vape on RDAs anymore. Because for me, I used to always do RDAs constantly because I would spend the majority of the day here at the desk doing stuff. Now, because there's so much less product, everything, I'm more out and about. I'm either working in the backyard, doing stuff outside, and I got used to just constantly vaping on an RTA. I always loved the RTAs, but now it's even more of a love for RTAs, where I don't use drippers really that much.
Yeah. Mr. Living Hints, thank you for that speechless donation there. But thank you very much.
Comment.
Straight out of California. It's
Do I have to bring
Living
up my
Hints.
ULD2? Oh God, the ULD2.
Damn, you like really went back.
Yeah.
Yes, RDAs do give the best flavor, but like I said before, once you start vaping on a certain thing, you forget about that flavor and you're thinking that what you're vaping on, you're getting good flavor. You're satisfied with that flavor, even though you could get better flavor, but in your head, that is good flavor already. So that's like sub-ohm users, sub-ohm tank users. And it's perfect that you said that. I was always using drippers. Now I'm strictly using RTAs. I really don't use RDAs anymore. Even though I know it's better flavor, I'm satisfied with the flavor I'm getting off an RTA. So
I'm going to fight Kid Bass on something real quick. As I looked up, Kid Bass made the comment to say, flavor on coils doesn't last. It depends on what tank you're using there, son. Some of these newer ones, flavor lasts for a good long while now on these coils. It's not like what it used to be where you'd vape on one full tank and then it would be shitty the rest of the time through.
but then you have a problem like Mark had. Mark had gotten boxes of free coils from Horizon Tech and they were all shit. So
That
you
is
fall in
true.
a situation like that, I would have just taken all the coils, threw them in the garbage. I'm like, I'm building an RTA because I know how I build my RTA, and I'm going to get my satisfying vape from that RTA, and not depend on this machine that wrapped this coil up and threw cotton around it, and things sucks.
Not Mark.
I fixed it.
Mark's all about that freebie.
Now all my boxes of shitty coils are all perfect coils.
I thought that I was the king of free shit. But when Mark hit the fucking jackpot of king free shit, he put me down. I'm like a little peasant now compared to where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
When these son bitches pull up, they don't just bring the regular DHL truck, but the 18-wheeler comes in and they're taking a damn pallet off the back full of coils. You know you hit it rich.
Yep.
Back in the day, man, I never asked for a fucking thing. Now, if I find something I like, I'll ask the company, like, hey, send me a fucking case of that shit.
I'll say it's the best ever.
Hell yeah. Send me a case.
Glenn, thank you for doing an order for 2 Blaze RDAs, even though they haven't come out yet or haven't designed one yet, but thank you.
Glenn's probably about easily 5 hours into the sauce right now, so
Take another drink, Glenn. Son of a bitch. You and fucking bachelor.
Chris Matty, I hear you, baby. Here you go.
And Ginger, for whatever reason, is hung up on those RDTAs. There was only one that I cared for a little bit, and I can't even remember. What was the one that we were all using years and years ago?
The one from iJoy.
Yeah. Now that was a good one, but after that, it was just like,
I'm surprised I've never done an RDTA.
Yeah, that's right. You hadn't.
It's simple because you could just take any of the tanks that made and just make one. It's simple.
Well, I take that back.
Done that.
I did use that other one for a little bit. That one, the one that Joel did, the profile one with the damn where he had the metal rods for it. That was a pretty good one.
Holy shit! That dude replied to a question you asked like 30 minutes ago.
Yep.
Who?
W. Muldrow. He says it was in 2016 VPX at the Cobo Center.
Damn, that was the first one we went to.
Or 2015, he wrote, at Ann Arbor.
That was
No, it wasn't June. We went both times to. It was in the winter time.
Yeah, we went in February. Cold. The first time we went, it was like February. Then I think the second one was March. Oh, yeah, because I don't remember which trip it was. It might have been the second go-around that we went. But, dude, when we walked to that place from the hotel, you remember when we cut down that one street and the wind was just like blasting around the damn buildings? And it was a cold-ass walk to that damn.
Oh, yeah.
That freaking.
Yep, the Limitless. That was
Limitless. That's it. That's it. Now, that was one that I used quite a bit that I enjoyed right there. But
a lot of people don't know the story behind that Limitless name. It was a collab between a company that was called Limitless.
Yeah.
I actually have a mech over here, the Limitless, the mech mod I have. But anyway, and then I think iJoy did a collab with Limitless for the Limitless RDTA, and I think then iJoy took the name from them.
Yeah, because they did a few versions of that.
No, they blatantly just took the name Limitless from them, started making all kinds of Limitless products, and then they had beef. I remember we're talking about 2016, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Didn't they even do like a crazy Limitless mod?
Yep.
Yeah, it was some crazy looking red, like weird shaped one or something, I think.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about RDTAs was you could drip on them like an RDA and still have the tank fill. I really was not a big fan of RDTA.
That's the one thing about an RDTA. I always loved the whole concept of it. That's why I'm shocked I never really. I don't know. It almost seems as if, I think reason being is I think a lot of people really didn't like RDTAs. I don't think it was really a big seller, or it wasn't something that a lot of people wanted.
I think the one that we really enjoyed, and I don't know if Mike ever messed with it or not, but I know me and Mark did. You remember that one that was about 10 inches tall? We got from Freemax or Sense or whatever. Remember the one that you could do like 3 different things from it? It was real. It was an RDA, a sub-ohm tank, and an RTA all in one or some shit like that. That was the craziest looking freaking thing there.
Oh yeah, wrecked the OBS engine. Yeah, RTA. That's when that RTA I love that RTA.
Matter of fact, I got engines 1 and 2. I can see them right here down there in a cabinet.
That's when the intake dual replaced it.
Engines were heavily used by a lot of folks, but that was a great top airflow RTA, the greatest when it was out.
Yep.
That's another company I'm just sitting here thinking about. OBS is gone, aren't they?
I don't know. I think
these companies, I don't know. I really haven't heard anything. Well, like I said, Artery Vapor, they kind of like vanished. But they might be still doing stuff. They might even change. A lot of these companies just change their names.
Yeah.
They might be just doing strictly disposable pods. A lot of companies, that's what they've done.
I was going to say OBS is probably making disposables right now.
Yeah, well, a lot of these companies, that's what they're doing.
Let's have
reason being is because nobody's buying rebuildables.
Yep, they did. Their last disposable was the Slim Pod. The Slim 800.
Bart White says, you guys quit the GT4. I've actually got I can see the GT4 right now. I didn't quit on it. I have my times where I use it for a while, and then I put it down for a while, and then I'll pick it back up, use it again. It's just depending on how I'm feeling.
I got mine right here.
But now I have gone for a very long haul this time without using it because I've been doing the freaking sub-ohm thing now. So,
yeah. I have plenty of my own shit to use.
Yeah.
I'm banging the Eclipse, the Blaze, the intakes, recurves. I'm happy with my shit. You know,
Well,
but if there's something that I really like better than stuff that I have designed, I don't. I still use it. I'll use it. You
well,
know?
there was this big mad talk about this GT5 coming that, oh yeah, but I don't know. At first it was
All
kind
right.
huh?
It came out, right? 5?
You know what? Wasn't it released? Didn't when we were talking with somebody, they said it either released in April or was it April or May?
I thought so. I don't.
Yeah, I think it was released already, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like it's. I don't know. I've seen the pictures of it, and it just to me doesn't look like it's going to be like anything more drastic than what the GT4 as of vaping wise. Yeah, appearance, it's got a different look to it, but I mean,
And the Crius too. There's some good RTAs, man. I need to go open up my little suitcase that I got over there with all my RTAs and find the Crius. Crius too. I actually have. I love that RTA too. The OBS Crius. I
mhm.
have. I think behind here somewhere. I have. I think one brand new in the box. I even have brand new OBS engines in the box
Damn.
because
Oh,
I ended up going online and buying extras of them because that's how much I love that RTA. I was like, because if they stop making it, I want to be able to have at least 2 or 3 of these RTAs for the future. But
I've got, I've
intake
got,
tools owned it.
I've got 3 engines. So I have the stainless and the black one of the first, and then the engine 2, I've got it just in black. Now I actually like the engine 2 better than I do the engine 1, if I remember correctly. I think I did like the engine 2 better.
The engine 2 build deck was a little harder to build on
It
than,
was. It was a little crazier how you had to mount the coils on that, but
but
still,
if the thing vaped awesome.
yeah. Shit, folks. What am I doing here? I mean, I've given y'all like way too much OT on just a little regular week show. We can't be doing this right here. We are fixing to close things up, though. We've given y'all extra, but
Wait,
all
two,
good
2 hours?
things, huh?
2 hours? Oh no,
It,
it's an hour and a half.
we start at 7:30. It's almost. It's less than 10. What is it? 7 till 9 right now. What the hell? I'll give y'all 7 more minutes. We'll do an hour and a half tonight.
Glenn, I have no clue what you're talking. I have ever since you came in chat, I had no clue what you were talking about.
He feels that you've blocked him somehow, and
No,
he's
you're
gonna
not.
stick. He's gonna stick to that. It
Oh,
doesn't
Glenn.
matter what
Glenn's not
happens.
even. I haven't seen Glenn in chat at all today. Is he blocked?
No, I'm talking to him the whole time.
I think that Mark does have Glenn blocked, and he's just doing this to keep you around because I haven't blocked you on my channel, obviously. But I think Mark has that got you blocked, Glenn.
Oh, let me answer someone's question. They asked this a few times already. They even asked Mark to ask me.
Damn.
I have no information on the Eclipse bridge. Like I said previously, when I do have info, I will tell you all. I have no info yet. If I don't have it in my hands, then it doesn't exist. So there's no reason to talk about it.
There you
Shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
go. Kip Dripper says, "Rest in peace to those poor children in Texas. May that piece of shit rot in hell." Well, I can tell you what, his ticket's been punched and he's ready on his way down there. So,
Yep.
Sad.
Sad.
Now, if there is a hell, he belongs there. Piece of shit.
his train's probably arrived already. I think he got the like less than 1 minute trip to be able to be sent down there. So,
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm kind of lost on some of this. I must not be keeping up with things.
I know half the shit people are saying in chat. I just have no clue. Like Bachelor, no clue what he's talking about.
Sometimes I just kind of like, I don't look at chat for a
We were
minute. And
just talking about the Crius RTA.
But he asked me why I didn't like it. I never said I liked it or disliked it. I just don't remember it.
Oh,
That's been long, long ago. My brain is fried, folks.
well, you got to remember too, Bachelor's is double fried of what yours could ever be. So
The Crius 2. I'd have to, you know what? I want me to look at it to remember it.
Dan, has Dan Carey been here all night, or did he just show up?
He's been,
he's been here.
Okay.
He wants an Eclipse bridge. I want one too. I want one too. I've asked him, and I'm waiting. Last I heard, they were going to manufacture it. They're going to make sample. They're going to manufacture samples to test out. I don't know what's taking so long.
There you
go. Oh, so the Crius build deck looks like that's been done like 100 times before. That build deck.
Yep.
It looks like so many other build decks out there.
Isn't it the Velocity build deck?
No.
I'm trying to remember what the Crius build deck looked like.
Thank you, Ruben.
It's like a single coil, unless I'm looking at the right one. Maybe not. I don't know.
Will you give me a minute to thank Ruben? Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you, Ruben. Not sure what I'm thanking you for, but thank you.
He said this was a great show this evening.
Thank you. Why is it difficult to believe Mark is confused? Have you been keeping up with chat, Vape Warrior? Have you seen some of the shit people are saying? We got Glenn over here. I have no idea what he's talking about. And they got Bachelor following up behind him.
Apathy, yes.
Well, yeah, the Crius 2 was a single coil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the original Crius. The dual coil one.
The Crius 2 Bachelor, I just Googled it. It's a single coil.
He said, no, Mark, it's a dual.
I know, he's fucking with me now.
He's messing with you hard.
I'm ready to check out, Bachelor. I'm ready to check out.
Dan Carey, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, always here in the shadows and in spirit. Sometimes, I guess if I see your name a little more active, I'm trying to remember if I've seen you more towards the beginning of the show, because I know you're a loyal person and you're always around.
Oh, I'm going to grab it right now.
There we go.
Hanger Tech, the last time I looked, which was a few months ago, they actually still had a website. Let me look. I'm curious if they're still around.
Jack Flash, I'm the one that keeps Hanger Tech in business with my video that still surfaces all over the internet. No matter what you're looking for, you're going to see my video.
According to their website, they're still around.
Have they?
Ah,
there they are.
I got one with a Canadian sticker on it. A maple leaf.
Well, then that ain't authentic.
I don't know what the maple leaf is all about.
Look at this bitch. Gonna come in. Well, the show should have been off already, and he sneaks in here at the very last minute. Michael Blim, thank you for the donation there. He says, ta-da. This bitch popping in late.
Michael, did I ever tell you how beautiful of a man you are?
He just
your face, your looks.
Michael, he's just trying to get you to come over to the Friday night show and watch it. That's all he's doing.
You're one of the better looking guys in the chat, I think.
Oh, this is the Canadian edition that was called.
What was the differences of the Canadian version?
I don't know. These are brand new in the box. I haven't even opened these two.
They might be worth some money if it's
unopened, brand new in the box.
Crius. Apologize when you open the box up.
Mark.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's the Crius Plus. That's what it was. The Crius Plus was the bigger dual coil version.
Mark, check on eBay and see what the going price for a Canadian version. Thank you, Chris.
The RTA I liked. I really liked that's what it was. I was vaping that shit constantly. The Crius Plus. Before the this was before the Engine V2 came out.
Jason said, this coming from a man-child who thinks Seagull looks good.
Yep.
Jason Segal looks good. He fights good. Acts good. Everything about him is good. He's a soldier.
Oh, you want to watch a good? There's a good series on Netflix called. It's based off that movie. You ever see the movie The Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey, whatever his name is?
Yep, I seen that.
Where he's being chauffeured. He's always in his Lincoln. Well, anyway, they doing a series, a Netflix series, The Lincoln Lawyer. It's actually pretty good.
Tomorrow is the new season of Stranger Things.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh no shit.
The 2-part season apparently.
Oh, they're doing that now again. They're gonna do 7 episodes, and then 7.
I don't know if it's 7. Someone said that the episodes were like an hour and a half long now, or something. I don't know.
Dude, I have yet to complete Ozark yet. I have not gone. I've not gone my ass in there to watch the last few episodes.
You weren't really digging it. That's why, or else you would have been.
But I need to. Well, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't just say this to say. I really have been so busy with work. So by the time I get home, shower, eat, do all that kind of crap, a lot of times I just kind of like to hang out on the computer. I don't have the hours. Because, like, if I watch one, I know I'm going to just want to binge watch. So I've got at least 4 to 5 hours that I've got to watch this. And 4 to 5 hours of time just hadn't been, like, available to me. But I do know on, what is it, November 12th or 13th, Yellowstone's back. I know it's a little bit of a haul off, but still, at least we have a date. Mark hadn't even begun with the first season, much less the very first episode.
Dude, I hate watching shows when they have a big break because then I lose interest.
Dude.
Like Ozark, that's why I don't like it, because there was such a big break. I have no interest.
Well, by the time you start watching it now, you've got 4 seasons to watch. Dude, by the time you're done watching it, will be November, and you can watch the other one.
But you got to watch that. You got to watch that other one. I think I told you guys about it. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Outer Range. It's almost like a sci-fi Yellowstone thingy. It's pretty good.
I might have to sit in front of the TV for the next couple of weeks.
Well, if you plan on catching up watching Yellowstone from me, you'll be more than a couple of weeks. Because I know you. You'll get 2 episodes in, and you're going to be sawing damn wood on the couch because you fell asleep, and then you'll have to keep going back and getting restarted.
It's not on Netflix, right? What's it on?
Paramount.
Paramount, okay, yeah.
But now, to go watch it, you'll have to go on, I don't know what options. Is it, well, I know Amazon Prime carries it, but I think you'll have to pay for it.
It's getting crazy because we're going to get that Paramount Plus, I don't know, but then Angela wants this Peacock shit because there's a fucking show on there, and then she wants to get Hulu back because there's another show on there. Like, this is getting... It's
too much. See, that's what they're doing. All these little places are doing shit just because there's one show that interests you, and you're paying probably no telling what. So
I'm like, pick one, and that's the one we're sticking with.
Look at Living Hints. He's feeling generous with his Californian money. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He said 24 hours and 70 shows. I said good day.
Well, you know what else is coming? I think the new season of The Boys is coming out very soon.
I don't know.
Do you guys watch The Boys?
Mm-mm.
How do you not watch The Boys? It's awesome.
I don't even know what The Boys are.
Oh, yeah, you need to watch The Boys. It's on Amazon Prime.
See, I might have to start getting off the computer and looking some of that. Michael Blim, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, Mark, I'm no pretty boy, so cut the crap.
I was trying to say how manly you look, not how... I'm not calling you a pretty boy. I thought you had some pretty manly features.
You're picking the wrong show trying to butter him up. I mean,
and I look up to you. Michael Blem.
You need to do that on your own time, trying to butter. He doesn't want to hear it over here.
I was hoping we could hook up when you were down here. What is it, last month? But you blew me off, so that wasn't an option.
Maybe Bachelor. I was watching Queen of the South. and the last 3 episodes I never watched. I just lost interest. I didn't even care what happened with that show. I don't know why.
And Glenn just unsubscribed for you, Mark.
Yep.
Glenn, you're not even subscribed to me to begin with. So why don't you subscribe and then you can unsubscribe?
He can't subscribe because you got him blocked. It won't allow him to subscribe to your channel when he's blocked.
He's blocked, but I could read his comments.
All right, folks.
What are you drinking on?
I'd love to sit here all night. Actually, I would. I'd sit here for a long time, but I would get in trouble doing that because I probably wouldn't get up and go where I need to go tomorrow. But it's been a good evening. I guess for once we had a safe night. I don't know how many of these nights we'll have.
Can I interrupt you a second?
You can.
Cicero, you're bringing up Kiefer Sutherland screaming 3-word sentences, 24. The best one is the 5-word sentence. Who are you working for?
I was going to say, please don't read actually what he said there at first, because that one word could potentially start some stuff up on this channel. But
Yeah.
anyway, we are wrapping this up. I thank y'all for joining us this evening. Hope y'all had a good time. Don't forget, on Friday night, I always say this because I'm always wondering. I feel like there's just going to be this one time where Mark just gets fed up and says the hell with Friday night.
It's coming. It's a-coming.
But I don't know. I could be totally wrong because Mark hasn't given up on Monday night yet, apparently. So
he got rid of us. Was he planning on getting rid of Angela now?
That's what I'm thinking. I think that's what his intention was the whole time. He wants to be a solo man. He doesn't want anybody around.
Yeah, soon he's going to be doing a show, just him and a dog.
I'm getting rid of myself pretty soon. I think I've had it with the live show.
I ain't gonna lie though. We were out to eat last night, so I was out kind of late. But when I got home, before I went to bed, I was looking at the iPad real quick. And I was like, dadgummit, he did do something this evening. You know what I did? I did this on purpose. I didn't watch the beginning of your crap. All I did was scroll towards the end to see if you did any phone calls. And sure enough, you pulled a few. Now, the first one was kind of funny. I mean, I thought you were about to get something going with the dude, and then you even said it yourself. It just wasn't the night for it, and I kind of agreed with you.
Yeah, I'm not calling Alabama. That was all Alabama. No matter what you say to them on the phone, they disagree to it.
Yeah. Well,
That's why it was so fun.
You was having a tough time, gaining some traction on that one. But
Yep.
I will say this. When it comes to doing phone calls, and I think even Mark being by himself doing the phone call, Mark's hilarious. I mean, it'll have me laughing my ass off watching. Because Mark couldn't do this with us on the panel with him, because if he was talking some of the shit he was, I'd be laughing so hard Mark couldn't quit. He would start laughing. But he does a good job of keeping, his composure while he's doing these calls and stuff. But anyway, all right. And then, whatever night, we'll see you again next Tuesday if things haven't ended. And,
I just had a human from YouTube
really
responding to me.
Damn.
You ought to give them your personal number and see if they'll give you a phone call.
I didn't know humans worked at YouTube.
Is it good news or bad news?
Dear Mike Vapes, we're sorry to say, but
Everything that you've got, you're keeping, and we're adding shit on. So be prepared to be pulled from YouTube. He's looking a little disgusted. I don't know if this is a good one or not.
Well, because I said I'd like a human to respond to me instead of a robot, and how I felt about the support I got from them. And here's a guy named Adam that says, well, I'm a human, and I'm here and he's telling me all the bullshit, how I violated for my strike. It was 3 seconds in. Basically, 3 seconds into the video was
nothing.
There's nothing for it to be a violation. Mind-boggling. Meanwhile, the other told me the violation was me showing the battery door. So they can't even make up their mind where the violation was. Fucking crock shit.
Platform is tainted, folks. Telling you.
Rumble.
There you go, folks. Go over there to Rumble. You know what though? I even said this before. I don't care about doing a second or third or 15 channels, but I might, out of curiosity, I might look into the Rumble thing and see what it's about. You know, maybe just to go over there and cut up and have some fun. If it's a platform where you can do whatever it is you want,
Well, I'm sure it's not whatever, but they're not as strict as YouTube.
if they're not censoring as hard as what they do on YouTube, I'd love to go over there and just have some fun to cut up.
Yeah.
You know, even if I just paid for a month to do a little cutting up for a month and then like roll on, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. But
Yeah, you really don't have to really worry about what you say.
yeah,
But yeah, you guys can find me on Rumble. Just look up Mike Vapes. Thank you.
there you go. And Jason, the truck giveaway, it's still coming. I mean, we got to hang something over y'all's head for a little while. I'll even close the show out with that potential goodie that's coming up. I hope I clicked the right one. I probably won't, but let's see if I do. We're out of here, folks. Y'all have a good one. A smooth outro. We're going into that fine thing. Let me see if I do it right. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. There it is, folks. I don't know. This RAM looks like it's aged a little bit right here. We might have to send this one back and get a newer version in. That ain't gonna work right there. So, but there you go, folks. Y'all have a good evening. We will catch y'all next week. Mama.